Ladies and gentlemen, in today's session of Aalok, we will listen to the thoughts of Dr. Prabha Atre ji on Taraanaa. We will also discuss about her Taraanaa compositions and listen to their presentations. Taraanaa is something which everyone, children and elders, enjoy, whether one understands music or not. Taranas have even been used in movies and have been quite popular. Prabhaji, can you please throw light on when was probably the first Tarana composed?
I don't know when Taraanaa was composed first time. That's not my area of expertise. I can speak about Taraanaa presented today for sure.
So, Prabhaji, how do you approach Tarana? What are your thoughts?
Any music form can be called as a separate form when its presentation is distinctly different from the others. As regards the presentation of Taraanaa today, only its song text is different. Rest of the presentation is similar to Khayal. I mean, I have heard Taraanaa once wherein the words of Bandish were sung in a very fast lay. It had a form of lay in it. Generally, Taraanaa means meaningless words. In Taraanaa Bandish, words used are musical like Tom, Tanana, Deem, Tadare, Yalali. I mean, there were very few joint words. I find it very strange. Sometimes in today's Taraanaa, words like Krandha are used today. I don't understand the purpose of using such words. It could be Taraanaa sung with dance might have had its usage, but in music presentation, words like Krandha and other tabla bowls like these, they don't sound nice. In vocal music, Taraanaa words should also be soft and musical. Emotional content needs to be conveyed through it. That's important. The intangible quality of rag music can be shown best through khayal form. Bandish for any music ghaat or form is very, very important. As I mentioned in the beginning, rag has an independent entity in itself. We can present it without bandish, without tal. But when we want to sing a music form, then a bandish is a must. Bandish is an essential part of khayal music form. If we use meaningless words there, then the intangible quality of music can be protected easily, and the form of khayal can be presented beautifully. Alap is one where the music material is pure. When you sing alap or you sing taan or even sargam, sargam is the language of music. Saregama, whichever note you sing, it portrays only musical meaning. But when you use meaningful words, then the meaning of words gets attached to the notes. I feel this should not happen. To say something about rag, to present beauty of rag, its musical meaning should reach to the listener. If words are musical and they don't have meaning, meaningless words, syllables, if we use them, then the intangible quality of khayal and music, it remains intact. From this angle, I have composed some bandishes of taranas. I have also used saregama syllables in tarana. The advantage is that these syllables can be placed using 3 octaves. In case of meaningful words, while composing phrases, it has to make sense. We cannot take it from anywhere we want. Words, syllables in Tarana are meaningless. We can place them anywhere to bring in novelty and making it more appealing. So, uh, today we will talk about today's Tarana.
Yes. Before we move on, I would like to ask one more thing. Some people say that today's Tarana was created by Amir Khusro Sahib. Do you believe in that? The story goes like Amir Khusro Sahib was a great lover of music.
Yeah.
And he was very much influenced by our Sanskrit Prabandh form and was in awe of it. He could compose the tunes beautifully but wasn't able to use the words. Instead, he used meaningless words in those places and presented the same song differently. And that's how Tarana was created. Is this possible?
It is possible because the words Odani, Tudani, etc. in Persian meaning his God is generous. If one likes a tune, likes the music form, then one can definitely use it wherever possible.
Amir Khan Sahib could give the meaning of Persian words used in Tarana. He used to say, those who sing Tarana actually don't know real Tarana words. They don't know the meaning of the words used in Tarana. They have meanings. As you said, the words Odani, Tudani, Ya Allah, etc. Yalalila evolved from Ya Allah. Another thing could be, we did not understand words used in Persian music, could not pronounce them properly or reproduce them. We must have sung them as we listened.
I think we borrowed musical words from wherever we found, whether it's Persian, it's Urdu, or South Indian like Yalali Yal, etc. We have borrowed words which we liked, and I think we should keep doing it.
Yes, there is a third line of thought. When sitar was introduced, an attempt was made to create corresponding words, language, technique, etc.
Jhala.
Yeah, this could be the origin of Tarana form. Is this possible?
It is also possible, like as I said, if any artist likes something, then he tries to use it. Like Jhala played at the end of presentation on sitar.
Yes.
In Drut tempo, we can try a similar technique in Tarana. Yeah.
Yes.
This also sounds nice musical if one sings musical words like dir dir tom tom in Drut tempo. It creates nice atmosphere.
You just mentioned that certain words, musical words, are used in Tarana. There must be other words which can be used for Tarana. Why other words like ka, kha, da, dha, tha, cha are not used in Tarana composition?
Then why Kranda?
Why don't we do that?
As I
Why
said,
dir dir, tom, nom? Why only these words?
they are easy to pronounce. They also lend anunasik, I mean nasal touch. Tana, mana, tom, om. Sounds beautiful, exciting. When sung in Drut tempo, they can also be sung with ease, you know?
True. Pandit Vinayak Rao Patwardhanji used to sing very good Tarana. He was invited to Punjab for every Vallabh Samaroh to sing only Tarana. he would sing at least one tarana every year. He used to present it with ease and mastery and skillfulness. Is tarana for showing your extraordinary skill? What do you think about that?
Certain workmanship is necessary in presentation, like food with a pinch of salt. However, one should not indulge in gimmicks every now and then. It should be in small proportion. Yeah, it should be like that. It's good.
Yes, we have never heard tarana presented in the beginning of a mehfil. I ask this because in a concert, artist tries to display three aspects. First is bhavapaksh or emotional aspect. Secondly, kala, that is art, and third,
Which
kaushalya,
one?
that is
Is there
skill.
no grammar?
Skill. No, no. Okay, that is fourth, as it is classical music. So, display of theory is also there. When Tarana is presented, should skill aspect dominate or should it be combination of various facets?
Talking about the skill, whatever an artist presents in a concert is related to his skill. To present alap nicely, to present tan effectively, one should acquire skill. Similarly, with sargam, skill is definitely important aspect. But regarding acrobatics, uh, tarana tarana has more of it. It's good to sing few taranas in a concert. It gives nice feeling.
Meaning singing Tarana in the beginning.
No, I never heard tarana presented in the beginning of a concert. Few years ago, I heard an artist presenting Vilambit tarana. It didn't have any effect. It was not effective.
Okay. Having an effect is also necessary.
Yeah.
Let us hear a Tarana first and then we will discuss. Uh,
Uh, as I said, in music, whatever you present should have proportion. It is important that it is beautiful. Expression of emotion is also important. Even if tarana has meaningless words, it has its beauty.
yes.
This is an attempt to show that. And rag is kafi, which is normally not sung in
They
khayal.
don't.
It is used mainly for tumri, more for light music. I have composed bandish for a khayal and also tarana. This tarana is in rag kafi, tal is teen tal.
This.
I was talking about elegance. Rageshri, sing this part. Sing one line at a time without accompaniment. From the beginning, Tadare Dim,
Each
Dani,
line.
Dani, yeah. Next line, next line.
Tadani, dani, dani, tadani. Tadani, dani, dani, tadani, tadani.
This ta, I have stretched ta dani. I cannot do this with meaningful words. It became aesthetic as well. Ta. Yes, sing again.
Tadani, dani, dani, tadani, tadani, dim.
Antara.
Udare dana tana dim, tadani dim. Udare dana tana dim, tadare dim, tana dim.
Listen ta nadim, the way she is singing.
Tana dim, tadim, tadim. Tana dim, tadim, tadim, tadim.
Listen the notation. Sing its notation.
Re madha re mani madha sa.
That's amazing. Wow, very
Sing the
good.
notation again.
Re madha re mani madha sa.
Now complete it.
Re gari da ma ma gari sa.
Now sing complete antara.
Udare tana tana dim, tadare dim. Udare tana tana dim, tadare dim. Tana dim, tadim, tadim. Tana dim, tadim, tadim. Tana dim, tadim, tadim, tadim. Tadare dim, tana dim, dim.
In this composition, I told you what all I tried to bring in.
Yes, yes.
I don't know if we can call this
You
elegance or
have brought
not.
in a few more things here about which we would like to know. Firstly, I think you have brought in both Kafi and Kharhar Priya.
Kafi and
Kharhar Priya.
Kafi
Yes,
is also
it's
called
there in
Kharhar Priya. Yeah?
Carnatic music, right?
Yeah.
So you brought something from
Yeah.
Carnatic music.
I like Carnatic music very, very much. We will talk about this later. A lot of my compositions have its influence.
No, I mean, the question is, can both of these music systems merge and create something new? Is it possible?
Merged with each other, I feel that's not necessary. Whatever you like, you try to include it. Point is, it should be a homogeneous unit and not be a patchwork.
The effect of gamak used in
Yeah,
singing,
yeah.
I felt its effect a bit more here in Antara and it was less in Sthai.
Yeah.
Do you do it consciously incorporating it in presentation? Should we use it so?
It happens naturally. Yeah, I do. Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
we should do
should
it.
we do it?
Definitely, definitely.
This is a different thought. Also, the previous line where you presented Madhasa, it's a different approach to Kafi. What is the thought
Yeah.
behind it? Was there any different thought?
Madhasa, as I said, I look for new combinations in structuring phrases, which no one has tried. I like to try. I like this. It has added to the beauty.
Yes, yes. Um, in Rag Kafi, there is also the usage of Tivra Nishad.
Yeah, some use it.
So, here you,
I did not use it.
is it not necessary?
Yeah.
Some say that if you want to sing Rag Kafi, then you have to use Tivra
Does
Nishad.
it
But you,
not sound nice without Tivra Nishad?
yeah, it does sound beautiful. This was your thinking about beauty. Uh, Going back a little, like as you said, generally Tarana is not sung in the beginning of a performance. But some people from Gwalior Gharana, like Pohankar Sahib, who is also sitting here, he has also learnt from Gwalior Gharana from his mother. In Gwalior Gharana, there is a tradition of singing Khyal Numa Tarana.
Do they sing in Vilambit?
Yes, Khyal Numa Tarana. Haven't you heard about Khyal Numa Tarana? Its presentation is similar to Khyal. They use words and add words from Tarana and sing it in the same way as Vilambit Khyal. That is why it is called Khyal Numa Tarana. There are many forms of Tarana. One of them is Khyal Numa Tarana. Nowadays, very few people sing it. Like as you said, you have also heard somebody singing it.
But as I mentioned, it didn't have very much effect.
Yes, yes.
If a good artist sings, then it might
Yes,
sound
yes.
good. I don't know.
People do sing. It seems they sing just for the sake of it. There are glitches during presentation. There is need to bring certain smoothness there. But due to certain way of pronunciation of words, it gives the impression of attack, and due to the feeling of smoothness is less. Maybe that's the
possible.
reason why it is sung less. Now let us listen to another tarana wherein you have used uncommon phrases. If you could first tell us
Yeah.
about it.
I mean, in any rag presentation, I try to do combinations which usually are not heard without harming rag character. I try to explore new combinations, bringing novelty. Whoever sings or listens, maybe they have not thought of. It's my nature to try new ways to reach the destination. In this attempt, something good comes out. Now, listen to Hansadwani. Tal is ek tal. You will know how difficult it is to sing this composition.
क्या बात बढ़िया
Wow, beautiful. The composition is very beautiful.
It is difficult to sing this
Very
composition
difficult.
with tal. The movements of phrases of Bandish are very difficult. Very difficult. Also very difficult to sing in one breath.
Yes, it's very difficult to present. Right now, he just sang for 2 to 3 minutes. If you have to
Yeah.
present it on stage, then how
On
do you go
stage,
about it?
it would be like Drut Khyal, same way.
There would be alap
Yeah,
and
Taan and
tan.
Alap, absolutely the same. Yeah, same.
Shall we listen to few alaps? How it is done with this lay? Try. There is no exam.
He is not prepared, but he can try.
Yes, let us hear.
Yeah.
How will alap be in this lay? Is alap possible, or will the presentation be directly with
Even
tan?
Sargam is presented.
Because the
Sargam,
entire Taraanaa.
Alap.
Wow, that is amazing. Fantastic. To present like this, one will have to take training from you. It's difficult. Was there any reason to make the composition so difficult rather than making it simple?
No, I don't. I don't think much when I compose. A simple thing can be very beautiful also, but this has twists and turns.
Yeah,
But it sounds nice while listening.
very beautiful. You have great mastery on Sargam. You have used Sargam in Taraanaa also.
It has to be, right?
Yeah, how do you bring in Sargam here? If you can
Let's
show us.
listen.
Yes.
This is Rag Saraswati Teental.
Once more, once more.
Okay.
Yes, please. Prabhaji, it felt like we were in Chennai and listening to a concert. It is Rag Saraswati. Is that the reason why you gave this treatment?
Yeah. We use ascending as Sa Re Ma Pa Dha Ni Sa in Rag Saraswati. Vocalists and instrumentalists from Carnatic music use ascending as
dhasa,
Sa Re
right.
Ma Pa Dha Sa. In Hindustani music, most
Yes,
artists take Aro as Sa Re Ma Pa Dha Ni Sa. I have kept Sa Re Ma Pa Dha Sa.
Correct. You are following the practice as in Carnatic music. Structure of Rag Saraswati as followed in Carnatic music. Even while using Sargam,
Yeah.
you are following Carnatic style.
Yeah.
I think they call it Chittaswaram. I don't know what, but Sargam presentation in this style, you wanted to have it this way, even for Sargam.
I have already told you, I like Carnatic music, especially their gamak, the way they oscillate notes. It sounds nice at times. Their Sargam rendering is also very beautiful. When I was working in All India Radio, I was looking after Carnatic music section. I had the opportunity to listen to many good artists. It was indirectly a good exposure. The influence was so strong that I unknowingly started using those gamaks.
Don't you
like
think
that.
to use Sargam like this was a deviation from the way it is usually presented in Hindustani music?
Why? There is no deviation. In Taraanaa, we make use of meaningless words, while here in Sargam, the alphabets have musical meaning.
Meaningful words.
Yeah. And you can
Yes.
combine them as you wish. What we can't do in Alap, not even in Taan, we can do it
It
in
sounds very
Sargam
nice.
beautifully. Yeah.
Meaning this is the thought
Yes,
used behind
absolutely.
this.
The combinations you cannot do in Alap or in Taan can be done nicely in Sargam, very nicely.
So, Alankar, you also use the ornamentation of notes here?
The way Sargam is composed, presented in Taraanaa bandishes, they have been used differently. It's a different thought. This is Rag Ahir Bhairav, Teen Tal.
This is you have closed all doors for us who sing very simple. Until one does not learn from a mridang player and practice, it's difficult to sing this song.
That's true. Sargam, now see, in Rega, it looks like Alankar, but while listening, how beautiful it sounds.
Please sing just the Alankar pattern.
Deen dana deen deen dana re ga re sa ni re sa ni sa sa ni da ni ni da da pa pa ma ni da da pa sa ni ni da o de da da re da ni.
People used to question why Swara Alankar of notes exercise have been taught as it is not being used in singing. But today we have seen how Swara Alankar is used in singing. In reality, we first learn Swar Alankar and then Bandish. We never bring Swar Alankar in Bandish. Generally, Swar Alankar is taught with Shuddh Swar. How to use it during presentation is not taught. This is a very beautiful example. What do you think?
In music teaching methodology, teaching Sargam, usage of Sargam is very, very important. Many teachers don't teach Sargam. I think they teach Alankar, but the Alankar exercise should be composed in such a way that one can use them in presentation. One shouldn't sing it as grammar. It's all right, the voice gets prepared, but the thinking should be such that with Alankar taught, one should be able to use it in actual presentation. And that is what I'm working on right now.
Yes,
No,
it is
in
necessary.
South Indian music, Carnatic music, anyone who wants to learn, a new student is taught standard alankars and is made to practice rigorously. There are swar alankars, lay alankars. With this foundation training, student can learn faster. In Carnatic music, there is a standardization in teaching, learning. Every step is structured. In Hindustani music, we don't have anything like that.
Yes,
Everything
this is
left
very
to Guru.
important. In the beginning, focus should be on sur, lay and tal. Alankars should be composed accordingly so that one can move fast for further training. Today, on
Absolutely.
the very first day, student asks Guru to teach Khyal when he does not even know Sa. This becomes very difficult. Our teaching methodology should be such that unless student thoroughly imbibes basic movements, he will not go for advanced
Irrespective
training.
of gharana, if the student has good knowledge of sur and lay and is able to present it nicely, then he can learn further very quickly.
So, another question. You have composed in Rag Ahir Bhairav. Is there a rag wherein you have shown how Swaralankar can be used during presentation? I suppose you have composed one in Rag Des.
How to compose alankar, keeping in mind aroh avroh movements of swar, this is also
Yeah, it's important.
it's important to
It's very
teach.
difficult. Correct. Tell us, because some swars
Aroh
are
has some
present,
notes and
some are
avroh doesn't
not.
have some.
Yes, then you also have Vakra swars.
Yeah, exactly. So whenever anyone comes to me to learn, I first make them practice aroh of the rag in all three saptaks, then make them work on alankar. This helps them understand movements of notes without making mistakes.
Yes.
They also learn how to compose a phrase.
Yes, this is something very important. Learning to make phrases. That's how music phrases are made. Fine, that's what you have tried to explain here. Let's listen to Taraanaa in Rag Des.
Here, uh, uh, here in this, the sargam here, as you can see, sing only Antara.
Yalali yalala yalali samogani sare panidam.
Sing slowly.
Samogani sare panidam pada re ma mani ni sa sare gare re sare da bama pani ni da bama gare sa.
The Sangati of Ma and Ni is very good, meaning
The way meaned comes only on a note.
yes.
Sama.
Please sing again.
Only Antara.
Samagani sare panidam pada re ma mani ni sa.
Need is rarely used in Taraanaa,
Yeah.
but you have attempted to do that here. You have composed many Taranas. We would like to know your thinking behind Taraana composing. Like, how should the composition of Taraana be? What should be the first word like? In the sense whether to start with Tanom or with Dirdir. Your compositions don't have Dirdir as much as the first word. Do you have any reason?
The ones with dirdir are there ahead.
Okay, this is also possible. Yes. Now, meaning any composition in your mind.
No, what happens? A bandish does not get composed just by thinking. You usually hit a tune in your mind and then words follow that. You also have to think about a lay component in a subtle way. Since swar and lay move together, this is also not easy.
I agree. Let me put the question differently.
Yeah.
You said that melody comes into your mind first. Why don't swars come first? You added that in Antara.
Antara what?
You added sargam in Antara.
Okay,
meaning
okay.
you did not begin with the note
Yes,
names.
it didn't begin with that.
Let us know beforehand if there is a Taraana starting with
No,
note names as
that
well.
kind of tarana, I'll think about it. I have not composed like that.
What is the reason for that? That is also music making material. I mean the material of music presentation.
Sargam Geet, you asked me if I would ever think to compose that sometime. When I think of Taraana, I start with meaningless words
Yes.
because it's Taraana. If it is Sargam Geet, then
it should be in the
maybe
beginning.
it should have Sargam in the beginning.
Okay. Have you even tried using words in Taraana?
Meaningful words in Taraana.
Meaning,
Is it
why
there?
not?
There must be few, I don't
Okay.
remember. There are 500, 550 compositions, I don't
Oh.
remember right now.
The reason why I am asking is that there was a tradition to use meaningful words with Taraana previously, which was called Farmaishi Taraana. In Farmaishi Taraana, in Sthai there were only Taraana words and Sher in Antara. We don't know its meaning. Bark chashme jind turbe kuye sera. We don't know what it is. We keep singing as we have been taught, but it's Sher that we sing first and then elaborate. This is Farmaishi
But
Taraana.
this kind of presentation, we usually hear singing in Thumri Dadra, singing
Yes,
share in
yes.
between. I have heard this, and even I sing this when I sing Thumri or Dadra, but I have never heard it in Taraana.
Yes, it is there in Taraana and is called
Okay.
Farmaishi Taraana, which Amir Khan Sahib sang. And they say that its origin
Okay.
is from Qawwali, since Taraana has relation with Qawwali. All Qawwali singers sing Taraana words in between and then sing Sher. This is a very unique practice. That's how Farmaishi Taraana is composed and presented this way.
There are lot of variations.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on.
Now Rageshri is going to sing Rag Tilang. Rageshri. First of all, I don't like to call any rag a light rag like Tilang. This rag is not used for khayal singing. I have not heard any. I mean, there are very few bandishes. So I tried not to use re at all in Tilang. I mean, we add dha in meend and also re, but I haven't used re at all in this. So
meaning this is odd rag.
Yeah.
Nisa gama pa nisa,
Yeah.
sa gama pa nisa.
Because in Tumri we use re and dha very nicely, but here in this bandish I used ga sa. I didn't use re at all. So
When outside notes are used, people call it Mishra Tilang.
anything goes well with Tumri if used
In
judicially.
Thumri, there is one primary rag and other nearby rags.
Yeah, they travel all over the world.
Artists want to show they can take you to all rags they know. But
No, it
you
should
know,
be elaborated around the foundation rag. It should stay close by. If you go everywhere, then you just forget about the base, right?
yes, that is true. It is artist's skill that he chooses different rags and then returns safely, nicely to the base rag.
I mean, the return path should be such that it becomes a part of main rag.
True.
That's how it should be.
Meaning, that's the reason you spoke about rags.
You need to present only pure Tilang rag.
Yes, yes.
That is the objective here.
Fine. In fact, if you see, they must have been transformed into pure rags later on. Rags like Tilang, Des, Mand, Pahadi, Gara, all these rags have close relation to folk tunes rags coming from folk culture and rags which come from marg. The difference between them is that the one which comes from tune is very flexible. It's difficult to put it in a
For
framework.
example, it's very difficult to put Mand and Pahadi in frame,
Okay.
but rags like Tilang Des can be framed in pure rags.
Okay. Yes, but its origin is probably
Yeah,
from
many rags
tune.
have relation with dhuns.
Yes. Would you like to say something on this?
No, please continue.
In this composition, there are 3 letters in Odani. There are 2 letters in Dani. Do you think about this from Laya angle or Tal angle?
Both have influence on this word. Yeah.
Okay. While composing, do you think of using Lay in different ways?
Of course.
Yes.
Absolutely.
How? Can you explain this?
Yeah, I'll explain this. Rag is Madhu Kaus. I call it Madhu. Why do I call it Madhu? I will tell about this later.
Here you want to say something on this? Please go ahead.
In this, the Antara here, sing it properly the way I want to show. Just sing plain. Sing Thai.
Dim tanana tadare dim tanana tadare tanana tadim 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 dim tanana tadare dim.
We have understood few things, but we would like to know this from you completely. Firstly, I felt that you have probably used a different type of lay in this, or did you think in terms of emotion or to
I
bring
can't
in some
think anything
elegance?
without emotion. That's the first thing. Then it should also be beautiful.
I am not asking to act pricey.
So emotion and beauty should be there. Then your different approach, different thinking, everything is there.
It's a very beautiful composition. It's something new for us. That the thought comes to the mind automatically. When we do something like this, we will put 3 3 here or 4 4 here, and then we will add 5 5 there. Then it seems progressing. But this is natural with you. Very nice. Let's go ahead.
This is Malcolm's now.
Yes, yes.
In every Taraanaa, Sargam's usage is strikingly different. Please listen carefully.
Sargam pieces used here are very beautiful. Sargam is your area of expertise. No one can say that your Sargam is not good, be it anyone. I have a completely different question in my mind now. What time do you compose Taraanaa? I know it's difficult to say. There is a background to this. In Impressionism, when someone sings, he keeps listening and listening. The more you listen, the better you can sing. You must be listening too. Do you compose Taraanaa immediately after listening? Whether you compose it in the afternoon, evening, morning. If rag is Malcolm's, do you compose it in the morning? This is also a question. During what time does this rag come in your mind?
Mm, I don't really remember which Vandish I composed at what time, but something is always going on in my mind. If I want to sing new rag, that thought, dhun, tune keeps humming in mind. The thoughts
Yes, the
about
thought,
that.
tune keeps running in mind.
I remember once I had to sing Raga Lahya Bilaval in Vile Parle Circle, and I like Carnatic music very much, and I like Taraanaa a lot. For that, I wanted to have Taraanaa for next morning. Till the previous evening, I didn't have any Taraanaa.
Oh.
You are asking me when do I compose? At about 8 in the night, suddenly a tune was there and I sang Taraanaa in the morning.
Oh, great, great.
You asked about time, so it doesn't work like that. If it is there in your thoughts, then it happens anytime.
But what I'm asking is, what comes first, whether it's lay, tal, or sur? Do you think about rag? What
Of
comes
course,
first?
rag. Without rag, how can you compose? Everything else comes naturally. Everything. I mean, whether it's words or laya or tune, everything
So
comes
even
naturally.
lay comes naturally.
Yeah.
Generally, drut lay is not used early in the morning, slow lay in the evening or night.
one
does
doesn't
not
think.
think like this, right? I agree. We ask
No.
questions like small kids, but we want to know the process.
Sometimes only sthai comes out nicely, but you do not get matching andhra. Sometimes you compose entire bandish in no time.
Okay. Has it ever happened that you composed sthai is in tin tal and antara is some other tal? Have you heard anything like that?
I don't think so.
For whole day or continuously for 2 to 4 days, same tin tal, ada chautal, ek tal would be in your mind. Only
Yeah,
then.
that happens. I like ektal very much. Drut ektal I like very much. Many of my bandishes are in ektal. Many artists use Ada Chautal. It made me think, try and see if I could use it or not.
Yes,
So I
yes.
did for that, but I don't like it much.
First, Ada Chautal. No, let us listen to another composition and then we will come to Ada Chautal again. Rag Champakali. No,
Mia Ki Todi. Let's listen that.
That's why I asked. Mia Ki Todi is a morning rag. Do you wake up early in the morning and practice? And then...
No, I wake up early every day. I wake up early in the morning, but not for composing, but for riyaz.
The reason is very, very deep.
Yeah.
The sum in Malkaun's Bandish was on Nishad. We wanted to see if the sum could be on Madhyam. I was constantly thinking if Prabhaji had kept some on Madhyam, and then what would be a different Malkaun's for us. Now that's the reason I asked whether you got this idea late in the night, and that is why probably some was on Nishad. Whether we have something like this in Rag Todi also, is that you made Bandish
Let's
in the
listen
afternoon.
this.
Very good, very beautiful. Yes, please listen. It's very nice. This Taraanaa has to come out beautiful. The reason being Todi Rag is from Kirana Gharana. It's better if no one other sings it. Kirana Gharana is able to produce such tremendous effect of Todi that if someone else sings, it is difficult to create that same effect. You are from the same Gharana. Aman Ali Khan Sahib from Bhindi Bazar Gharana. He used to sing very beautiful sargam. His sargam had a lot of influence of Carnatic music. Same is with you. Am I right?
I haven't heard Aman Ali Khan Sahib a lot, but when I was working in All India Radio at Nagpur, I listened to many recordings whenever I got time. So I heard a lot of Amir Khan Sahib's recordings. For the first time, I was exposed to sargam singing as musical material. Although in Kirana Gharana, sargam singing started with Abdul Karim Khan Sahib. Later, musicians like Hirabai, Saraswatibai, Savai Gandharva, etc. did not pay much attention to using sargam in their performances. I like sargam. I think I started using sargam consciously. I liked sargam very much. So I studied it properly by listening. And then first time I came to Pune with sargam. Before that I had never used sargam in Pune, Mumbai, Maharashtra. So it was at Bhimsenji's elder son's thread ceremony. Bhimsenji invited me for singing. Senior musicians like Vasantrao Deshpande and connoisseurs had come to listen to me. They appreciated my singing and they noticed change in my style, my thinking. So I was happy to know that people liked my sargam.
It is said that Ustad Amir Khan Sahib was attracted towards sargam of Aman Ali Khan Sahib. He polished it further. Aman Ali Khan Sahib must have been singing sargam beautifully, but Amir Khan Sahib gave it a new dimension, a new approach, and showed that sargam singing is also beautiful, meaningful. By meaningful, I mean truly meaningful, from literally aspect. Today a lot of youngsters sing very beautiful sargam, but it is not meaningful. It is presented mainly to get clapping. So this is not the purpose of sargam.
While presenting sargam, one should not indulge in acrobatics. At present, it is only acrobatics. It is very important that everything you do is aesthetically beautiful and full of emotions. These are the two main components of art.
Otherwise, it would be only grammar, not art.
Absolutely.
Your thinking, your singing sargam, maintain rag character. That is art. Very thoughtful and beautiful. You are the first to do that. And yes, also Amir Khan Sahib. I mean, Amir Khan Sahib indirectly
absolutely
meant the same. You took inspiration from him. You also mentioned about Carnatic music. Let's listen to a rag from Carnatic music. Let's see how sargam is used here.
It is not from Carnatic rag. They have Vachaspati in that Aro Auro is complete, but in Champakali, Aro is Sagama Panisa, Sani Dapa Magaresa, Sagama Panisa. This is Rag Champakali.
Yes, Rag Champakali. Some people say idhar, but what you said is actually right.
In Vachaspati, Aroha is complete, Saregama Padanisa.
They sing Padanisa.
In Champakali, it is Sagama Panisa.
Sagama Panisa, correct.
Even in this Bandish, Sargam is very beautiful. Listen to it.
Already I am short of words and you made us listen to something so beautiful. How do we praise? Chetna, if you can sing Sargam again. How did you? Just listen how the emotion is created with note combinations. Listen, even Garesa is so beautiful since it brings a sense of completion,
and
isn't it?
It is a very small pause.
Yes, that pause is very meaningful. In order to understand how you think like that, we will have to see your grey matter. I have no words to express. It's so beautiful. We have listened to something very beautiful. Just fantastic. Okay, now let's move further. This is a composition in your self-created rag, Bhinnagaons.
Yeah, Bhinnagaons. Regarding creating a rag, I wonder which rag I can announce as my own. I have not listened to this scale before, and then if someone says that we have heard something like this, what can I say? But the Bhinnagaons I am talking about, I haven't really heard any time like that.
Yes, meaning it's yours. What happens nowadays? In films, they mix few scales and create many tunes. They might have used
Yeah,
similar
it's
scale,
possible.
but the name Bhinnakaus you have given.
Yeah.
Let's listen. Bhinnakaus Rag created by Prabhaji. We would like to listen to a
It
Taraanaa
is
in this
also
rag.
possible that someone else also thought about the same scale, but the treatment of the scale could be different. The presentation could be different.
This rag is Prabhaji's creation. We will talk about this in the next session. We will need some more time. Since we are talking about Taraanaa, let's keep discussing about Taraanaa. You mentioned that we can use Alankar in different ways. Let's listen to another Taraanaa where Alankar has been used very beautifully. So now let's listen two of them together.
In the beginning, you have Kalavati, Teen Tal.
Tara
The next one is Abhogi.
We will listen to two more bandishes and then end this discussion. two taranas in the same rag, Bimbalas. When two taranas are composed in the same rag, how do you make them different from each other? Composition, treatment. How is the composition different? You listen.
This doesn't have sargam at all.
Okay. Yes, this tarana has no sargam. Very beautiful. I would like to heartily thank all the artists of today. The presentation was very beautiful. I would like to thank the audience present in such great number. Do not forget to come on the 21st at 6:30 here at Dadar Matunga Cultural Center. Topic is bandishes of classical music and influences like Carnatic music, Persian music, film music, etc. We will discuss these topics in detail. It will be joyful to see you all again here, and we will enjoy the discussion of music here. Please do come on the 21st. Thank you very much.